Hi YouTubers, this is my week 5 update. This week, amazingly, I have lost 7 pounds, which is just super awesome. I'm not going to meet the 30 pounds that my crackhead surgeon wants me to meet for this month, but I will be a little bit over 20 pounds, which is good. I'm still a little upset that, not that I didn't meet the 30 pounds. I'm a little upset that she made such a high goal. And I know people are like, oh, it's giving you something to shoot for. I would rather have a more reasonable goal that if I do go over it, it's more of an accomplishment, not that if I don't make this insanely high goal, I feel like some sort of failure. That's like saying, yeah, I want to lose 250 pounds by March. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Can't lose 250 pounds. I'd be like a skeleton. But anyway, you know what I mean. It's just, it was unrealistic and it's frustrating because I don't want to walk in there on Tuesday when I have my checkup and have her be disappointed that I'm not on track. I've done pretty much everything to the letter as the best I could. I've gotten up and moved. I have gone to the gym. I try to go at least 3 times a week. I'm trying to up that up some, trying to get my protein in, trying to get my water in. I'm following the plan it's supposed to be followed. If my body doesn't want to lose 30 pounds, my body is not going to lose 30 pounds. It's just that simple. Also, taking into consideration, I gained 12 pounds in IV and anesthesia and crap like that. And so, if you look over at the little corner, I think it's maybe that way, I have the stats, and, I think I did really well. It's 40 some odd pounds since I started my journey. That's pretty darn good. But some people might not think of that. Maybe it's 50 some odd pounds. I have to look. Anyway, so it's 7 pounds this week. I just got back from a fun-filled family thing, and let me just tell you, I want to trade my family for Amelia's massage goddess. I saw her family video. I'm like, I so wanted to be there. They just looked like they were having so much fun. And my family's okay, but there's always one or two characters that you just want to throw out of the house. I have a cousin that's rude as all shit. I have an aunt who is a drama queen, and I have another aunt who is not talking to said drama queen aunt, and I have the bitch cousin not talking to said drama queen aunt. So you have that. Then you have everybody has their little quirks. And I'm by no means perfect, but you know it was it. I can be a bitch for 364 days of the year. Okay, but on Christmas, let it go. Just let it go. If someone wishes you a Merry Christmas, whether you think they are the scum of the earth and would pee on them if they were on fire, wish them a Merry Christmas back. It's not that hard. And you don't have to do it with attitude. I'm going to give you the example. My aunt and cousin have been having problems, and my cousin's her daughter. And she's young. She's 23 or 24. But this is no excuse. That's still an adult, okay? She's not like a 16-year-old attitude and prone kid. Um, hadn't talked to my aunt. I don't know what issues they had. Don't really care. Wasn't there. Don't care. My aunt looked at me and goes, oh, she ignored me all night. And my cousin was leaving. I'm like, well, say something, just say bye to her or something. So my aunt naturally just says, Merry Christmas, or have a Merry Christmas, something to that effect. No attitude in her voice, nothing, it'd just be like me saying it to anyone. My cousin turns around and is like, yeah, Merry Christmas, and walks out the door. Like, she said Merry Christmas, I had to excuse my language, but it was more like, yeah, fuck you, and walked out the door. That's what it was. That was probably just the way she would be able to tell her mom to fuck off, is, just the tone. I just stood there like, oh my God. You can, like I said, you can be a bitch 364 days of the year, but one day a year, be nice to even the people you don't like. So of course she starts to cry, and it's just and the drama, and it was so tense, and it's just such a pain in the ass. People just need to get along one day of the year, One day of the year, be nice to each other, for goodness sakes. And you know what? 10 years from now, this petty shit doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And if you have an issue and you're not willing to talk about it, at least be cordial to the person, because you know what? If you're not willing to talk about it, then that's on you. It's not on the other person. Um, so I had to deal with that crap. And then we have this family friend on the hell you'd call her, companion to my grandfather. Hell. She just, I don't like her. Never did. Didn't like her when she was with her ex-husband. Don't like her kid. I went to school with her daughter. I just don't like this woman. Never did. And it just, she is, she's a piece of work. So, Amelia, if you do see this video, please trade my family. Or send someone from your family to train my family to just not be such bitches all the time. I'm not saying all of them are, but you know, it just gets to, it gets old. And it gets old fast because it's the same stuff, different holiday. And it gets to the point now where I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go. But the only reason why I really do go is because I know it hurt my mom and I know it hurt my grandfather. And those two are really the only reason why I go. I'm just so done with everyone else. It's just, you know, these are the same people that, except for my aunt, not one of them, not one, called me uh, to see if I was okay after surgery. My mom and grandfather were in the hospital with me, so, you know, they came every day and stayed in the hospital and visited. Not one, except for my aunt, made sure I was not dead. Okay? That's my family. And then they come bopping over for, you know, Christmas Eve like nothing's wrong. And I'm like, yeah, aren't you glad I'm alive? You know, and people, she's, why I talk to your mom. I'm like, you know what? Mom was not the one who was on the table. I was the one who was on the table. I've been the one who's been dependent on people to take out my trash because I can't lift over 10 pounds. I've been the one dependent on people to drive me to the grocery store because I couldn't, because I was on painkiller. But yeah, why don't you call my mom and see if I'm doing okay, because I guess my phones, that I have two of, don't work. And the one phone number I have had since 1996. So I guess that's my little rant. I should stop before I get really upset. Um, it's just, I want to trade my family in. I really do. I just want to trade my family in. So I'm going to end this, and hopefully Walter is online. If not, I'm going to leave him a message because I do really need to get to the gym before they close because it's a Sunday. Maybe work out some of this aggression. Oh, but before I go, one last question for anyone who is post-op or knows anything about exercise. Is it better to go intense for a shorter amount of time or go longer at a slower pace? Because I tend to start to get sick because I get overheated. When I go, it's like an average of 1.8 for 35 minutes. However, I wasn't feeling well on Tuesday, so I lowered my speed, but I just kept walking and walking, and by the time I looked up, it was like 50 minutes instead of 35, so I added 15 minutes to my time at a slower pace, and I wasn't as tired and I didn't feel sick. So if anyone can answer that question, should I go slower, longer, or faster, shorter? There's my question for everybody. Anyway, I'll see everyone, and I will give another update. I look forward to seeing everyone else's updates. I really do like seeing when everybody else is meeting their goals and how fabulous everyone looks. But I will talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.